All right, all right, all right. Let us get situated here. Let's get the comments up. Let's get started. Chat, perfect. We've got chat up. I'm getting the slate up right now. See here. Throw this up. MLB. Perfect. Here we go. Let's put this over here. All right, we're live over there. We're going live on Instagram right now. There we go. All right, we're in business. Good morning. Good morning. I did not bring a drink in with me, but that's okay. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Let's take a look right off the bat. We're going to start with MLB and we'll get into NBA and take a look at NHL. We'll look at everything that's got a slate going today. Let's see. I haven't even looked at the slate for NHL. Perfect. We've got a Carolina team that's disinterested and then a Florida team who's probably going to romp them here. And for NBA, yeah, we've got OKC in Minnesota. Julius Randle's been the hot play, but I don't know if it's worth going back. However, we are getting a discount now. It was at 24.5 points and assists, and now you're getting it down at 23.5. So let's take a look at that. Big news in MLB is Ronald Acuna Jr. returned to action yesterday, crushed a home run. Great day. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. We got Framber Valdez on the mound here for the Astros, and we've got some players with good hitting history against him. So let's take a look. Not Valdez, it's Valdez. Have I been typing the word bald in a lot to my my search? Hits allowed 5.5, 4.5 looks like was available. BetOnline.ag. If you've got it, take him and parlay that or put it together with a player to get a hit. Somebody like Aaron Judge actually is probably my favorite today. Devers is an interesting option. Freeman's always interesting to go back to. Let me see who else has some good history. So the best batter versus pitcher history on the board is Jorge Polanco from the Seattle Mariners here. And we've got, let me see here. Hold on. Can I click this on here? I should have set this up. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. We're good there. Hold on one second. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Valdez. I think I prefer his hits allowed. You're getting a 6% edge on the earned runs, but only a 2% edge on the hits allowed. Let's take a look at the Seattle team against lefties here. Left-handed pitchers over the 14 days. All right, so average, let's see, Seattle, the Mariners, 11th highest, batting at 253 over the last 14 days against lefties. High walk rate, which is interesting. Let's take a look at his walks. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be the play. Oh, that's the play. That's a play right there. The fact that we're getting those odds, I think, are I think that's a good value right there. 2% edge, so not a huge edge here. So it's pretty widely available. DraftKings has it at a minus 145, ESPN bet at minus 140, Fliff minus 150. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not financial advice. This is merely me sharing plays, okay? This is me merely sharing data with you. We're just talking sports. We're just hanging out. That is all this is. But I appreciate and I love doing it with you guys. Love talking sports, hanging out on Saturday mornings. Do me a favor on every platform. Smash the like, drop me a follow if you're not already. Do all the things to support the content. Help me grow the stream. I'd appreciate it greatly. It is a grind, especially during the summer here for MLB, while NBA and NHL are winding down. So I really, really, really appreciate the support, and I don't take it lightly. Thank you, guys. So, all right, that's a fantastic play, I think. Let's take a look at some others right now. Highest rated. Wow. Not loving strikeouts over. I'm going to make a note of that because I'm very curious. Yeah, Freeland looks interesting to me. So I might go against the confidence score here just a little bit. I'm going to screenshot that one. That one's interesting to me. That one's interesting to me. All right, I'm going to take a look at those here. Let's take a look at the unders. Loves Harrison under, which you can kind of see why. Washington, though, is striking out, I believe, at a pretty high rate here. Not bad. 10th highest strikeout rate in the league against lefties. Kyle Harrison is a lefty. That's a nice matchup spot there. I think that, if you're looking for a parlay piece, something to cut the juice with, that ESPN bet line right there, you can see it right there. That is a great value. Fliff, if you're looking minus 145, the best odds are going to be on Profit X. That's always going to show up right in that box right there. James, my man, James, I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, so I think this Kyle Harrison under 4.5 strikeouts is definitely interesting. I also like him under 5.5, which is available. Bet Rivers is pretty high. Excuse me, but what was it? Bet Online? No, excuse me. ESPN Bet minus 375 is high, but that's reasonable if you pair that with a minus 225 or something. Aaron Judge to get a hit, something like that. What's Judge at to get a hit today? Let's find it on ESPN. You know what we're going to do? We're going to type in Judge. We're going to go ESPN bet here. Minus 320. So two minus 320s. Oh, there we go. What? Oof. Is that right? All right, well, don't play that on ESPN bet then. Don't play that. You know what? I'm curious about that right here. Is ESPN bet the only one? Yeah, they're the only one that you can get it at 0.5. Although it's probably an alt line somewhere else. Okay, that's why. That makes sense to me. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable on the other books at 1.5 here for hits. Yeah, ESPN Bet is the only one natively that I'm getting it at. They haven't moved their lineup or whatever. But if you're going to look at Judge today, I really think, wow, 3.5 is high. I thought it was 2.5, or maybe I altered it. I like the 2.5, so 3+ essentially. This isn't terrible, but he is in Coors Field. So if you like him for a home run today, or if you think there's a good chance, obviously you can do the home run. That is a plus 152. But the total bases at 3+ actually could be the way to go, minus 125 on rebet. So just some options there. I think you've got a couple of different ways you can play Judge today if you're interested. The Yankees at Coors Field is they're all in a good spot. Dansby Swanson. Wow, look at that. That might be a decent play right there. Who's on the mound for Cincinnati? Let's look at who is on the mound for Cincinnati. Andrew Abbott. Oh, he's been tough to come by. He has been tough to hit. All right, that's interesting. Let's see this edge right here. Ooh, Andrew Abbott, 84%. So 0.84 confidence score to the under. Sheesh. All right, he's a lefty. How has the Cubbies? Ooh, 274 against lefties with a lower on base percentage though. Maybe we target the hits allowed here. Do we dare? Chat, do we dare? Do we dare target Andrew Abbott under 5.5 hits allowed? Let's take a look at the earned runs. Man, a plus 108. That is interesting. I do like the 11% value you're getting there. Some of these other books at a minus 110, including DraftKings, no FanDuel, Pinnacle. Very interesting. What do we think, chat? I think it's clear that you look at the under. Let's see. Do we have any pitcher versus batter data? Checking out Baseball Savant. It's a free site. Ooh, so Cincinnati has some decent 31 pitches attempt against this Chicago Cubs roster. Only 3 strikeouts, 19% walk rate. Could be something to it. Um, oh, I got to write something down real quick. That just made me think of something that I had for the app. Uno momento, por favor. Uno momento, por favor. Please, please, please give me 1 minute here. Over under design and current. Or when you enter screen it. Okay. Thank you for allowing me a moment to do that. All right, so Andrew Abbott, I mean, I think that if we're going with the under here, I think the hits allowed is the way to go. I know it's a minus 150. There's a lot of good options, in my opinion. Just pair it with Judge to get a hit. You'll get down to like a minus 125, minus 130. I think that is a really, really strong play. I'm actually probably going to throw that out to the members. And yeah, I mean, he played against the Cubbies, so that was last year. Um, yeah, I mean, the Cubbies have a 423 WOBA here. Who's done well? Swanson again. Dansby Swanson has just been a guy that we've been targeting all year. And have they bumped his hits up? Nico, here he is. Yeah, yesterday we got his hits. Dansby Swanson's hits were like a minus 130 to get a hit or something, or minus 150. Something stupid to get one hit. Absolute nuke. Absolutely, we smashed it. He's got a home run as well against Andrew Abbott. 37% walk rate, too. Batter walks. That might be a little something there. He's not a guy that walks a lot, though. So it's just a matter of like how much stock are we putting into this previous matchup there. For what it's worth, Ian Happ has 5 at bats against Andrew Abbott, no hits. So, just curious, is this line 1.5 anywhere I can smash the under? No. There's no way that's right. That's got to be coming through. Wrong from the API. Wrong. Batter hits. Hits, runs, and RBIs here. You could sneak a little, an interesting underplay there, too. Okay. I think those are all fine options, guys. If you decide to go with, you guys got to let me know which one you're picking. I think there's enough data there to support a play or two, but it's just a matter of which direction you want to go. Like I said, Andrew Abbott against this Cubbies lineup has 23 at bats and 8 hits allowed, including 4 doubles. Dansby Swanson has hit 2 doubles, and Nico Horner has hit 2 doubles as well. So, real quick, one more thing to check out. Man, a plus 440 to hit a double might be worth a sprinkle. What do you guys think is more likely? A guy like Devers to hit a home run or Swanson to get a double? I mean, does anybody else lean that a double is probably more likely given the data we have? I don't know. That's an interesting angle to attack. All right, let's see. Let's check a couple of these other markets out real quick. Wait. Just checking. 16. Wow, 17 and a half. Interesting. Interessante here. Let's see what we've got. Righties, I want to look at Cincinnati, high strikeout rate, high average though lately. Ooh. You know what? Hmm. Hmm. Let me take a look. Wow, look at his walks. There's some value here. There is some definite value here. Hits allowed. How about earned runs? And then how about outs again? There's some definite value at taking the under 17 and a half. But honestly, I also think there's an interesting edge here by just taking the over at 16 and a half. Cincinnati's batting 281 against righties over the last 14 days. 342 on base percentage, 503 slugging percentage. Let me see one other thing here. I mean, man, Cincinnati is hot. Cincinnati is hot. What wins out here? A pitcher that has clearly kept players under for hits allowed, other than San Fran and Miami. So faltered a little bit, got back on track against the White Sox. You know what? I think he doesn't make it. I think the outs, and I would go. Oops, I thought I was sorted down to Rhea. I think I would go under, but I'd take the 17 and a half at FanDuel. All right. So that's another solid one right there. As you can see, that is how I share plays. I also have this little thing that you can just bloop, take a quick screenshot, but I want to show people that I'm playing the 17 and a half, not the 16 and a half. But I think the over 16 and a half is also fine. Profit X, Prize Picks all have 17 and a half. Yeah, I mean, Cincinnati should be able to beat them up a little bit. I mean, if they can hit the way they have been. But yeah, so I think that I'd go under a 17 and a half. Also, possibility to middle, as crazy as that might sound, with such a small window there. All right, so we've looked at that. Let's look at hits allowed. I want to sort by last five. Baz. Toronto. Baz is a righty. Toronto. How is Toronto done? Not bad. 10th highest slugging percentage. 13th on base plus slugging for Toronto. Where'd they go? Right here, 11th, 773. Okay. Weighted runs created plus anything above 100 is strong, or considered, I guess, above average, really. So, yeah, I think those are some good plays here. I hope I remember to place these afterwards. But yeah, Toronto's 10th highest. So his earned runs, we're gonna go higher than that too for Baz. I just really real quick want to look at any pitcher first as player data here we've got for Baz. What time are they playing? 7:06 p.m. Eastern time here. And then I'll get to NBA real quick and we'll hit NBA and hockey real quick. This lineup's not great though against Baz, huh? Anthony Santander has no hits and 7 at bats against them. Vlad has 4 and 10, but one of those could be pretty high. Whiff percentage is pretty high up there. Take a look real quick at his strikeouts for Baz. 4.5. Good history, poor data as of late. Did have 6 against Toronto on May 13th, though. Definitely has some decent success against Toronto, but how many earned runs did he give up in that game? Yes, sir, 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that one being the play too. All right, let's hop on over real quick here. Just one game apiece. Julius Randle, I'm kind of torn on what to do with him. I think honestly it's a stay away for me. I want to look at Shy and see where he's at. 32 and a half is a little high for the line. I don't hate it. You could alt 30 plus and then just put a hitter with him too. I think that's a fine play as well. So just put him with Judge or something to get a hit. 38 the last game. Let's see his home and road splits. Away for the last 10. Definitely has better home splits. averaging 31.2 at home and only 30.3 on the road. You know, with these superstars, it's not as much. All right, so let's see. I'm going to skip Randall tonight. Honestly, I'm looking at Edwards because you want to be the guy in these big games. Yeah, 27 and a half, 26 and a half on Bally Bet is the play. Unless I can find it for a better. Yeah, we're already moving to 28 on some. So 26 and a half, 27 and a half on Fliff is pretty strong too. 27 and a half on DraftKings, also a good value right there. So we're just going to put that out there. I'm going to ride with Randall for this game, especially, let's look at his last 10 at home. Woof, cooked ugly at home, but I don't care. I was just looking for more validation on the play. I'm not really concerned there. Julius Randle's going to be the highest play if we just sort by confidence score because of the tear he's been on. But I'm going to ride with Edwards here. Ooh. PRA for Edwards. DraftKings at 39 and a half. Interesting. Going to screenshot that and decide what to do with that later. And last but not least, NHL. Hopping on over to NHL. NHL, I'm usually looking. Oh, we've got hockey. We've got hockey confidence scores. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, the confidence score blindly loves this play. Why? That is a little bit scary to me. What do we got for points? Alexander Barkov is the highest, rated points. Oh, Miss DJ. Recognize you, Miss DJ. What is going on? Appreciate you hopping in here, dropping some strong man emojis. Always, always, always appreciated. All right, so I think you could go with Kachuk and Alexander for a point. Again, these are also just pieces that we can use. Confidence score 0.81. Yeah, they're a tie. So I'm going to lean Kachuk here. I'm going to take Kachuk, and I'm going to put him with, maybe I've mentioned Judge like 100 times. Maybe I'm not going to put it with Judge again because I just don't want to keep riding the same person. And if he has a bad night, everything's cooked. Highest rated batter versus pitcher data, as I said, is Polanco here. So real quick, where's Polanco? Wow, I should have just sorted by Polanco. Do I not have him in here? No Polanco. Huh. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Is he showing up? I'm gonna have to look up Jorge Polanco real quick. Am I missing something? Polanco. Let's see. Is he just not showing up here? Interesting. All right, I'm gonna have to wait a minute. Here we go. This is I can look it up and see. Is Jorge in here? Oh, he is in here. Well, what's the goodness gracious? What's happening here? Got him. Did that game get postponed or something? Am I on the wrong date? Oh my God, just throw me out a window. Oh my gosh. No, I'm on the right date. Well, what is going on here? All right, well, they're free tools. All right, they're free tools, so, I'm grateful. I won't complain about a free tool. Back ends, what is up, my friend? Yes, sir. You're catching me at the tail end, but I'm almost done. But I appreciate you hopping in, saying what is up. David Peterson against this lineup. Freddie Freeman. Do I go back to, Miguel Rojas has a great history. Shohei Ohtani has a great history here against David Peterson. All right, so maybe we'll ride it out with the Kachuk play And then we're going to just look at a guy like Otani or Freeman. Otani. Oh, yeah. Man, my back ends, give it to me. I'll look it up. That'll be like the last thing I look up. Yeah, I'm gonna just play it with this. Yeah, we're going with that. Choop. There we go. There we go. All right. What do you got, back ends? Give it to me now. I gotta go eat some food. I gotta go eat. Got up, haven't eaten. Got up, exercised, have not eaten. My body is craving protein right now. Needs it. Needs it bad. All right. If you don't give it to me now, I'm leaving. Peterson, 99 pitches attempt against this lineup, 93 at bats, has allowed 37 hits, decent whiff rate, but Peterson, real quick. That's the last one I'll look up while I'm waiting here. Oh, I like that. Confidence score likes the over here. Or do we like the hits allowed? Can I get 4.5 anywhere? Or you're not really going to do it, are you? Nope. I think I'll just take the earned runs. I think I'm taking the earned runs if I play this one. Hop in the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this and you're new to the channel or anything, hop in the Discord and I'll drop any of these plays that I'm going to go with over there right now. All right. Oh, you got it. Hold on. Caruso, PRA. Wait a minute. What's going on? What do I got? Nothing coming up here. Oh, well, I'm in the test version. So that could be the reason I don't have anything coming up. I don't have anything for Caruso. Yeah, it must be because I'm in the test version, I'm hoping. So I'll take a look at that after we get off here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll have to look at Caruso after. I will look at it after. All right, guys. Appreciate you checking out the stream. Appreciate you hopping on here. Like I said, drop a comment, follow. I'll catch you guys later. Close that. Enjoy your Memorial